Well, hi folks, and welcome to Isle of Wight Bushcraft. Well, as you know guys, I've recently acquired the Bitty Big Q grill plate. Really pleased with it, nice piece of kit, something you can pack in your Bergen or your backpack. Not too heavy, and really useful piece of kit actually. I'm really pleased with this. Well, I've come up with a few simple mods that will turn this good grill plate into a great grill plate. So stay tuned. Well, as you probably recently saw in a recent review video I did, of the Bitty Big Q grill plate. As I said a moment ago, it's a really nice piece of kit, something that you can pack and stow in a pack and carry for a fair distance. So it's a very useful piece of kit. But and it is a good grill plate. Don't get me wrong. There's just one little fault I found with it. It's a great grill plate. But when you stand it on the, over your fire, it's reasonably sturdy. But like the cast iron grill plates you get, they're rock solid. And this just does have a little bit of a wobble on it. And which can be a little bit unsettling if you've got a pot of hot water or a heavy pan on there. You could spill that, knock it over into the fire. So I set about just making a few mods to make that rock solid. So I'll run you through it and show you how you can do that. And as I said a moment ago, make this a good grill plate into a great grill plate. So I'll show you the mods that I've come up with. So firstly, I'll just show you the materials that you're going to need. You're going to need 4 of these 1/2 inch diameter split rings, 8p each from a local hardware store. And also 4 of these small carabiner clips, 59p each. And also a metre of this chain, lightweight chain. I think I paid £1.8p. There we are, there's a metre of this chain. Altogether £3.72 in English. So to buy these bits and pieces, not majorly expensive. And just something else that you need is 4 of these just cheap old tent pegs. No, I had some of these, which I never use, these heavyweight ones, but they're perfectly good for this. Just 4 of those. So there we are. That's the materials that we need to make these mods. So £3.72 in English plus these. So you're probably talking about tops £5. So these are not expensive mods to make to the grill plate. So there we are. There are the materials that we need to make these mods for the Bitty Big Q grill plate. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how we assemble these. Now firstly, what we want to do is we want to take a chain. We're just going to use a pair of pliers. I'm just going to divide those into half. Now I've already divided these into this metre of chain. I've already divided it into 1/2 metre. We just need to cut those, a pair of snips, so we've got 4 lengths of equal length chain. So we'll do that first. I've just got these snips here. Now don't worry if it's not exactly right, but as close as you can get it. So what we do is you just take out one of those links. We just bend that. Just bend straighten that link out, as you can see, and then we can just take that out, and then we have 2 lengths. So there we are, and we can dispose of those links now. We don't need those, they're surplus to requirements. Let's get rid of those. And that's the only tool we need for this, is just a pair of pliers just to open those links up, remove a couple of links. That's all we need for this. It's the only tool you'll need. So there we are, 4 pieces of equal chain. Okay, so what we do now is we take a length of chain, take one of our split rings, and then just attach one of these split rings to the end link, or to the end of the chain, one end. And we'll do that with all 4. And you might need some nails for this. There we are. We've got the bit of chain and the 1/2 inch split rings attached to one end. So we do that to all 4 links of the chain. Okay, there we are. So we've got our we got the 4 lengths of chain there, and with the split rings, the 1/2 inch split rings attached to one end. So what we do now is just simply take one of these lightweight carabiners and just attach to the other end of the chain. So we've got four of these. Put that one in there like so, and then that one in there like so. There we are. Okay, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now what I'll do is I'll show you how we attach these to the bitty big Q and stabilise it. So all we would do, I mean, we can either leave them attached, or we can just attach and detach them as we like. Just put them over one side, and we can keep these in our bags that we've always got them ready to stake out. So all we do is just put one on each corner, like so. Just turn it around so you can see. So we're just attaching, and I just find that I've just put them over one of the bars. Of course it doesn't matter, because the fire's not going to affect them too much, them being metal. And then all we do is we just take our tent pegs and then just put it through the split ring. You could actually probably get away with putting it straight through the chain, but I just think the split ring just makes for a nicer connection. And all we do is we just stake that out. Same the other side. And what I do is I just put that little bit there. I just stake them kind of slightly diagonally out, so that you get a little bit more access for feeding wood into the fire once your fires are light. Same this side. And the same this side as well. There we are, just push those stakes fully in. Now as you can see, there's no wobble on that at all. So with those stays, each pegged out, that's solid now. So you could use that without fear or worry of a hot pan or a pot of water spilling over and drowning or dousing your fire. So that's I think that makes a good grill plate. Nice bit of kit, the Bitty Big Q, but I think it makes a good grill plate into a great grill plate. It's a very cheap modification to make as well, these mods, and very easy as well, and it makes a big difference. If you've got one of these Bitty Big Qs, why don't you give it a try and just see for yourself the improvement that it does make, and let me know how you get on with that. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just give this a little test. Okay, we'll just light a fire. Okay, we'll put that under there. Just put our feather stick, little feather stick there. Doesn't matter about the tin lid because I use that for my char cloth making. So we're just going to put a little fire under there. And just let that catch. It shouldn't take long. There we go. Give that a couple of minutes. That's just starting to take hold now. Give it a couple of minutes, and we'll put the water on. And there we are. If I just try and rock that now, it's a lot more stable. It's hardly moving at all. So there we are. I have this billy can of near enough full of water, and we'll put it on the grill plate. And as you can see, much more stable, no wobble on that at all. Now as you can see, there's a lot of water in there. See, that's nearly full and a lot more stable. That's hardly moving at all. Now the chains look a little bit new at the moment, but they will weather in, particularly once the bit of water and the heat of the fire. So they'll weather in with the grill plate as well. Well, there we are. Water's nearly boiling, so I think I'll have myself a little brew in a moment. Well, there we are, guys. That's the mods for the Bitty Big Q grill plate. Affordable mods that really do make a big difference. And like I said a moment ago, if you've got one of these grill plates, why not try those mods for yourself and let me know how it turns out for you in the comments box below. Well, that's all for this video, folks. All being well, I'll see you on the next one. But for the moment, take care out there, and bye for now.